Welcome again to Vintage Farmhouse Antiques, and we're going to show you these two cake plates, Imari style, 1920s dates of these, and they're quite interesting, the china marks, because it is an interesting one when you reflect it into the history of what was happening in the china industry in the UK during this period. Lovely square, I think they're just over 9.5 inches, 9 5/8 inch square, with a square central block here. Hand decorated gilt line just demarcating the base of the plate. All the gilt on this and the colour is hand applied, so quite a lot of decorating work gone into these. Let's show you the china marks because these are interesting. English make with the crown mark, and then in a diamond the M. Now when you research these are attributed to T.C. Wilde, which would later become their main brand anyway, would become Royal Albert. And during the 1920s, the English Staffordshire china factories were in real turmoil. Post-war 1418, a lot of their skilled workers hadn't come back. There was difficulty in getting raw materials, and a lot of them had gone into bankruptcy following the war effort that they'd played a part in. And T.C. Wilde was amalgamating a lot of these and taking them under management, and they were taking their patterns and their production and their factories, and so what was happening was quite a bit of their work was coming through and being just put on a transitional stamp basically to market as being made in England, English make, but that doesn't really say who the manufacturer was. So I think the M is attributed to St Mary's Works, which was a T.C. Wilde managed factory, but these could have been produced by Shaw and Coggins or a range of other manufacturers, and the pattern could have been one of their patterns that they were just producing at that time and putting traditional factory stamps on. So interesting in terms of their history. Date wise, we can be pretty certain late 1920s through to very early 1930s. This pattern, if it was continued, and we don't know whether it was or not, would have become a Royal Albert pattern during the late 1930s. But without any pattern names or numbers or attributions, we haven't been able to, with AI image searches, specifically identify this design as being one used by any of those contributing factories. Be aware there are a few little marks on this, a little bit of staining, just pops like this into the glaze. The gilt on them is very, very bright. I mean, if you have a look at the overall effect, they're very, very nice considering their antique condition, over 100 years old now for sure. And with just a couple of little marks on them, they're really nice examples. Porcelain china, I don't know whether you can see my hand shadow behind that, just moving there. Very nice examples of Imari decoration from this time and attributed to T.C. Wilde's management. Although we can't be absolutely certain about the factory of origin, we suspect it's probably St Mary's Works in Longton. Two of them available. We're selling them individually. Love to see them go together for somebody collecting Imari china and wanting a fine tea table display. Thanks for watching. Link below will take you through to the website listing.